Oh, he got 90, 60 something for a young Ali.
Hope you brought your wetsuit and your flippers. We're underwater at the Atlantis. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the Muhammad Ali. Joe. This bout is what a pleasure it is to be. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. And that hook misses. This fighter is... Whoa, wait a minute! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nope, that jab not going to score. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Fighter will say no mas. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. We've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
If you're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Threw the hook. Didn't land. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. The game plan does not seem... And there's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter. Big shot, and down goes Ali. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
I need...
1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
He's got the advantage halfway through. The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down. Do you believe it? And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that. Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your easels hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Perfect counter lands. And we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Ali in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
That will do it. They want no more. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They... As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falcor Bay. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one.
Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of...
Usually you don't need a... High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Perfect punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The courage on display here is incredible. Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. Missing with that right hook. Good counter punch. They exchange punches. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. They both want a highlight reel knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Somebody don't get complacent. You think it's...
There's the bell for round 2. Perfect counter lands. These two were made for each other. They missed with the jab. How about that time counter shot? This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Miss with that hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Big whiff with the right hook. Scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second,
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. We're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. Do you believe this? And he just missed with that left jab. Counter punches have to hurt. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice counter shot. Jab misses. Beautiful counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Good counter punching. A swing and a miss with that jab. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally. On to the 5th we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Perfect counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Swing and a miss with the right hook. Nice counter. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. And this fight is over. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot. You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
Need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pour my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of. Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm. Yeah. Come on. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. Yeah. I left the story of my life on your answering machine. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, are you there? Are you there? Hello, would you pick up the phone? We were like, if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around, does it really make a sound? That's romantic and profound. But now we're like lumberjacks.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
Now, you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. The fight's not over yet.
Do your business.
What's you doing? Come on! I need you to switch back on. Get focused, get your minds on the job, get back out there and win the round. I need you to...
Let's go.
Okay, now you've let him back into the fight that round. Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just
Let's do it.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Switch on, switch on. Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work, all the way back. What you doing? Come on, you're switching on.
activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey, ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Black winner, Charlie cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast, slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger, authoring is August, wordplay is December, That mean my pen is in cinders and my delivering shivers like Siberian area shippers, slip on the slick as icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier, swim with the fish and flippers, I finish my pitches, this is what didn't get it, hitting the different differs. What did he do with it, didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Lou would do a dual identity, dueling enemies, do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally, superhuman fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly, even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. This one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking out of hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, pound for my father, family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the coach. And I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.
We got all eyes on you. No more bluffing. The truth is coming through. You got nothing. The streets on fire, but we've gone higher, and we won't tire. And you're falling. Rise up, take your place. Be someone, be someone. Rise up, show your face. Touch the sun, touch the sun. Stand up, state your case. Speak as one, speak as one. Rise up, human race. Everyone, everyone.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's fight.
switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. Right, let's get out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go.
Do your business.
Switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job. That's a terrible round, that is. Don't worry about that round.
Let's go. right. I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Box.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Let's do it.
Man, what you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Let's fight.
I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now for our... How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the sun here for this big showdown.
Todd is one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight in.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Nice hook. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. It's all offense, all the time. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter lands. Patterson needs to bring his A-game here. He's fighting the greatest again. Last time he couldn't break through. Has he changed up his tactics, or will Ali dominate?
There's many ways to beat a fighter. You step in the ring, and you know it's your divine right to be there. Your divine right to be the best. Ali is the best at it. He could either intimidate you or talk you out believing in yourself. And that...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. If there's anyone that... Oh, no! Ali is down! They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
That's lights out right there.
Well, he's had enough, and he is gonna quit. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up. We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson. It's Carl the Jack. The fans are ready, and these athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Misses with the straight left. That counter shot lands. And that hook misses. Perhaps Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Lomachenko is buzzed. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last. And there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Frampton now knocked backwards. He's got to cover up. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because
he caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Frampton in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better. On to the third. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook just can't find the target. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that straight left. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. Missed with that right uppercut. That left hook missed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Beautiful counter shot. That jab doesn't find a home. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They exchange punches. The perfect counter lands. This fight has a real good flow to it. How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. And he scored a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. That was on to the 5th we go. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
With that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match... Here we go in the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything...
We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a...
Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought that I could do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing, there was holes in my sneakers.
All right, I went over the room.